Okay, right, welcome to the second part. So have a look at this question here. What you've got is the same kind of data, a simple list. Okay, 25 packets of sweets were opened. The number of sweets in the packets were the following. So this time we know what the data is about. It's about the number of sweets in a packet, and it's just a simple list. Okay, so you could do exactly the same methods that we used in the last video. However, what they've done is they've organised it for you into what we would call a group, a non-grouped frequency table. Okay, it's a frequency table. That's all you really need to call it. And from this table, we can directly work out all of the same things we worked out before: the mean, median, mode, range, quartiles, interquartile range, percentiles, whatever it is that you want to work out. Okay, so we will work out the mean first. Okay. Well, actually, first of all, let's understand what the table is saying. So all they've done is they've said, okay, there were 4 occasions where there were 8 sweets. So that frequency means how many times does that happen? 8 sweets happens 4 times. 9 sweets happens 6 times. 10 sweets happens 7 times. Okay, 11 sweets happens 3 times. So 12 sweets happens 4 times. 13 happens once. Just go back here and let's just split them up. So that'll be helpful in a minute. Okay, so remember, if we want to find the mean, what we need to do is add up all the numbers and divide by how many numbers there are. Okay, now you might notice that there's a very, very quick way of adding up all of these numbers. Instead of doing 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, you can do 4 8s. Instead of doing 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 times 9, you could do 9 times 6, so on and so forth. 10 times 7, 11 times 3, 12 times 4, and 13 times 1. So what you can do is you can add an additional column to your table, and what you can do is you can get your x values and times them by the frequency, fx, okay? fx. So let's just quickly do that. That's going to give me 32, 54, 70, 33, 48, and 13. So now, instead of adding up all of the individual numbers, I'm just going to add up those fx's, okay? F times x. 32 plus 54 plus 70 plus 33 plus 48 plus 13 comes to 250. Okay, so the formula is I'm going to add up my frequencies multiplied by my x values and divide by that by the total number of numbers in the data set, which actually is the total frequency, isn't it? So that's summing up all of the frequencies. There were 25 bits of data in this data set. So look how the formula slightly changed because it's a table. Okay, so it's going to be 250 divided by 25, so the answer is going to be equal to 10. Okay, that's the mean. So we've got a mean of 10, and we know it's right because it's somewhere in the middle of the data. The smallest number was 8, the largest number was 13, so we were expecting an answer between 8 and 13 and probably somewhere roughly in the middle, which is what we've got. So we can reflect and see that we think we're probably right. Okay, right, let's just delete this stuff. Now we can also find the range. Let's do the range because that's really easy. The range is just the largest number minus the smallest number. Well, the largest number you can see here is 13, and the smallest number is 8. The smallest number is not 1, because the 1 in this is a frequency. It's not a number in the data set. That's just saying that 13 happened 1 time. So the range is 13 minus 8. It's equal to 5, okay? The mode is also very, very easy to find. It's the one that appears the most, so it must be the one with the highest frequency. It's 10. 10 happens 7 times as the highest frequency. Okay? Now, the median you can also find, and you can find in quartiles and interquartile ranges, but we won't do that. We're just going to find the median. Okay? So let's just do that. What we can do to find the median is make another column called cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency. So what that is it just says, okay, how many numbers up to 8? How many numbers up to 9? Well, that would include 8 and 9. How many numbers up to 10 would include how many numbers for 8, 9 and 10? So that would be 17. You see what I'm doing? I'm just adding on the frequency each time. How many numbers up to 11 would be 20? How many numbers up to 12 would be 24, and how many numbers up to 13 would be the total frequency? All of them are up, 13 or below. Okay, so this is the cumulative frequency. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we know we've got 25 numbers, so we should know that the median Q2 is going to be the average of the 12th and 13th numbers, because that's going to be halfway through 25. So what are the 12th and 13th numbers? Well, just look at the cumulative frequency. Up to here, we've got 10. So 12, and then up to here, we've got 17. So the 12th and the 13th numbers must appear in this group here. So they're both 10. The 12th and the 13th numbers are both 10. Well, if both the 12th and the 13th numbers are 10, then the median must be equal to 10 as well. Okay, the mean was also equal to 10. So the mean and the median both equal to 10. Well, I hope that makes sense. So have a little go at this one. This table shows the number of goals scored by a football team in their last 10 matches. How would you calculate the mean number of goals scored per match? So stop your video and have a little go. Okay, so what you should have done, you should do fx, which would be 0, 3, 4, 6, 4. Add them together, that's 8, 11, 17. Add together the total frequency, so you know how many matches were played. That's 6, 9, 10. The formula is that the mean x bar is equal to sigma fx over sigma f. Okay, this is the total number of goals scored. This is the total number of matches played. So we're getting 17 over 10, 1.7 goals per match. Okay, and what would the range be? Let's look at that. The range would be 4 minus 0. 4. The mode is equal to 1, because 1 happens 3 times. The median, let's do cumulative frequency. It's 2, 5, 7, 9, 10. We're looking for the 5th and 6th numbers. Do you notice actually here the 5th number is 1, but the 6th number is 2. So actually the median will be halfway between 1 and 2, so it'll be 1.5. Median is 1.5. Okay? Hope that makes sense. If you're not sure about how I found the median is the only one that's slightly difficult. If you're not sure, just ask. Okay? Now, I'm not going to ask you to do this one, but I just want you to be really, really careful, because this table looks like it might be a non-grouped frequency table, but actually it's not. Okay? This table shows the number of medals won at the Olympic Games by Team GB between 1992 and 2012. How would you work out the mean number of medals won at these Olympic Games? Well, it's not a frequency table. It's just a table that says we won 20 medals one year, 15 medals another year, 30 medals another year, 47 medals another year, 65 medals another year, and there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Olympics. So then we can work out the mean per Olympics. Okay, so really inspect your table and understand, is it actually a frequency table? This is not a frequency table. There's no mention of frequency in this table, so be really careful. Okay, right, stop your video and have a go at this one. Okay, his answers: how many customers bought exactly 2 items? Well, that should be 3, the table tells me. How many customers bought 5 or more items? Well, that would be 5, 6 or 7, so I'm assuming that will be 7. Okay, what is the mean number of purchased items? Well, we do fx, add them all together, which appears to be 83, divide by a total frequency is 25, so 3.32 items. Okay, right, have a go at this one. 100 archers take part in an archery contest. Each archer gets a score out of 6. What is the mean score achieved by the archers? Could you also please find out the range, mode and median for this one as well? Okay, hopefully you've done it. For the mean, score times frequency, fx, add them up, seems to be 329, divided by total frequency, you're going to get 3.29. Now the range would simply be largest number 6 minus smallest number 0, the range is 6. The mode is equal to the one that has the highest frequency, which is 4, has a frequency of 22. Let's just quickly put cumulative frequency in. That's going to be 7, 17, 31, 51, 73, 92, 100. We're looking for the 50th and 51st number. Okay, look at that. The 50th one will appear here, and the 51st will appear here. So the middle 2 numbers are 2 and 3. Halfway through, the mean is 2.5. Okay. Now you can do all this with a graphic display calculator as well. Please check the calculator video to understand how that is done. Okay, right, we'll